Settling, buying favor. What other possible reason could there be? A vice president demanding a Ukrainian prosecutor being fired or you don't get the billion. Plain and simple. Even Hunter Biden could not deny this obvious fact. This has to be the dumbest interview I've ever seen a 49-year-old give in my life. Watch this.
You didn't have any extensive knowledge about natural gas or Ukraine itself, though.
No, but I think that I had as much knowledge as anybody else who was on the board, if not more.
In the list you gave me of the reasons why you're on that board, you did not list the fact that you were the son of the vice president.
Yeah. No,
What role do you think that played?
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards that I just mentioned without saying that I'm the son of the vice president of the United States.
If your last name wasn't Biden, do you think you would have been asked to be on the board of Burisma?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't think that there's a lot of things that would have.
Probably not. I really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, commend Hunter Biden for being honest right there. That's something that seems to be in short supply. So thank you for being honest, Mr. Biden. I appreciate that.
Happened in my life that if my last name wasn't Biden.
No, with no experience, probably not. They probably wouldn't have paid him millions and millions of dollars. Looks like Burisma's significant multi-million-dollar investment, though, in Hunter Biden paid off in a very big way. He also got, by the way, Hunter, $1.5 billion private equity deal with the Bank of China 10 days after flying with his dad to China. Zero experience in China. We can't find any experience in private equity either. Would any other American get this deal? No. This stinks to high heaven. Joe 30330 says, oh, they never discussed this? Really? If you didn't discuss it, why did you leverage $1 billion tax dollars to fire the guy investigating your son? I don't believe you. And it doesn't end there. Another email shows Hunter Biden scored a one-on-one meeting with then Deputy Secretary of State Tony Blinken just 1 month after starting his cushy gig with Burisma Holdings in 2015.
Yikes.
And in March of 2016, we learned tonight Hunter's business partner and fellow Burisma board member Devon Archer scored a meeting with Secretary of State John Kerry. It's so nice to know.
Could you imagine if Trump's sons, either of them, or his daughter, or any family member was getting paid that kind of money from some Ukrainian or anything other than American, even an American company, and then was meeting with high-level officials for no real apparent reason other than they are the child of... Oh my gosh. It's amazing how the mainstream media blasts Trump and all this other information is out there and they just don't talk about it. Sounds like propaganda to me.
People in high places. This is the behind-the-scenes look. It reveals a level of sick nepotism and influence peddling. It is repulsive and should disgust every American. The American people get it.
Oh yeah, but they're blaming Trump for having a meeting at one of his hotels. Having a meeting at one of his hotels to enrichen him. Okay. What about the stuff we're looking at right now, people?
The media mob, all they do is run defense for the Bidens. That's equally repulsive and sick, and it shows you who the media is. Now, the president raised this in a speech tonight. Would they make these excuses up if it was Donald Trump Jr. with no experience being paid millions? I doubt it. And according to Fox News legal analyst, pay close attention, and Greg Jarrett will join us in a minute. Biden's actions could be criminal. Greg Jarrett,
could
look
be.
At your screen. He has identified the laws that seem extremely applicable to all of us. Oh, Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, 15 U.S.C. 78.
Yeah.
Quote, it is illegal for
that
a US
looks
person
pretty...
to coerce or influence through
looks like what he did.
Extortion a foreign nation into taking action, firing prosecutor, might financially benefit that person, his family, or business. Hunter, oh, that seems to fit. And according to Greg Jarrett, if Vice President Biden used his public office, VP, to influence or coerce a foreign official into taking official action that benefited Biden's son, and Biden has broken the law likely. And that's not all. Bribery, 18 U.S.C. 201C. Whoever corruptly gives, offers, promises anything of value, $1 billion, to a public official to influence an official act, fire him, is guilty of bribery.
Yeah, not just fire him. Fire him in 6 hours, or else you won't get the billion. Mm-hmm.
Fire the guy, you get $1 billion. Uh-oh again. How about the Gratuities Act, 18 U.S.C. 201B? Giving, offering, or promising anything of value to a...
So whether or not he's guilty of all these things, I don't think it really matters that much. The main issue is the fact that you never hear about this stuff on the mainstream media. That should be a significant clue to anyone who is a Trump hater, that the mainstream media is covering up crimes of Obama and Biden and former officials, Clinton, and trying to criminalize Trump for things like holding meetings at his place in Florida and, asking the Ukrainian president to look into this firing of a prosecutor, asking someone to look into corruption is far from a crime, in my opinion.
Public official, Ukraine, $1 billion, in exchange for any official act. Fire him, 6 hours. Whoops, looks bad. And look at the Hobbs Act, 18 U.S.C. 1951, a threat to a foreign official in order to obtain an official benefit affecting interstate or foreign commerce would constitute extortion. I'll let law enforcement do their jobs, but I think we now need an official criminal investigation opened here.
Cheers to that.
Looks to me like a Biden criminal enterprise, but what do I know? I'm just a talk show host and a member of the press. Now, it might have something to do, I would have something to do with it if I were the prosecutor. There you have it. Biden, right at the top, the second most powerful person in the country. His son raking in millions of dollars from all over the world with no experience. The easy gig on the board of Burisma Holdings. No other American's going to get that deal. No other American's getting $1.5 billion private equity deal with the Bank of China with no experience. Maybe Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs. They might be more suitable candidates for such a deal with the Bank of China. And meanwhile, the media mob, the willing accomplices, stepping all over themselves, trying to protect the Bidens. Now, for years, they simply looked the other way, ignored this massive scandal, just like they always protected the Clintons. And for months now, they have been trying to cover it all up, telling, it's all disproven conspiracy theory. No, there's no evidence of any wrongdoing. American people are smarter. Democrats on the Hill, even Biden's 2020 opponents, are doing everything in their power to protect Biden, all while launching a baseless witch hunt against Donald Trump, all surrounding the same country of Ukraine, and he didn't get anything. That's how morally bankrupt, that's how intellectually lazy, that's how compromised, that's how corrupt, and that's how hypocritical you have to be either a Democrat or part of the lying mob in the media. It only makes sense that their de facto leader is that guy, he is a corrupt, compromised, coward, and congenital liar. He's been lying to us for 3 years. His name, Adam Schiff. And a fake, phony, whistleblower, hearsay whistleblower, who's refusing to come out of the shadow.
I don't know how these people sleep at night, knowing that they are willingly engaging in actions that will just corrupt our country. Just ingrain corruption into just weave corruption into the fabric of our country, our democracy. Guys like that, Adam Schiff. Unbelievable. How do they sleep at night? They must get paid a lot of money to look the other way and sell our nation down the road.